All right, so to anyone that tunes in, I just wanted to try this out. I haven't gone live on here. So yeah, I just wanted to try it out. So in the future, if I do live, I'll go live, and if anybody wants me to pull some cards for them or whatever. So this is my first live. I'm just trying it out. Let me know in the chat if you can read me okay. And like I said, this is my first live and I'm trying it out. So that way in the future, when I do live readings and, someone wants me to pull cards for them, then I can, and all this and that, right? So I'm going to start off. So this is just a quick general reading. Like I said, in the future, when I do lives, if anyone wants me to pull for them, then I can. So first I'm starting with the Numinous Astral deck. Clearly there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Wow, this isn't horrible. The sun came out, right? Essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity, distinction, ego, individuality, solitude, expression. So I don't know. Maybe there's an essence of self-awareness right now, right? A lot of things are going on. That Sagittarius full moon probably gave people an awareness that they didn't have before, right? So maybe you're tapping into that energy and you're connecting with that, right? The sun. Obviously, this isn't the same like the tarot, the regular tarot, that the sun is like the happiest part in the whole deck, but you know, it sounds pretty positive. All right. Semi-sext. Allowing. Wow. So maybe it's about allowing something. Encourages, sees the potential in, clarifies, gives hope to, compensates, tempers, responds. Wow. So maybe it's about allowing something to happen, right? It's encouraging you to maybe follow something. Look at how the plant is growing, right? And it almost looks like an equation, like something's, and look, it's like a V, right? Like victory. It almost looks like. Interesting. Oh, that's quick. They want to talk today. Fourth house roots. So maybe it's about staying grounded and look at that old picture. Like maybe your ancestors are with you, right? It's about tapping into that as well. Family, home, background, comfort, cooking, inner world, real estate, shelter, self-care, rejuvenation habits. So maybe it is a time to rejuvenate. And four is all about, like, obviously a stable foundation, grounding. I don't know why that little snail shell reminds me of the Fibonacci sequence, right? And the question, right? Maybe it's a question about who you are, right? Looking a little deeper. So that's interesting. All right, so let me pull a few cards from the tarot. Okay, that's too many cards. It looks like they really want to talk. Wow, prosperity. Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you've already been working towards something. Sacral chakra. So maybe you're feeling very balanced in or nurtured in that space. The sacral chakra is all about your, like I guess your private area kind of thing, right? But when you're not balanced in something, right? When you don't have good connections, it could throw all that off, right? So maybe right now you're feeling very nurtured and balanced in your relationships, right? And it says that, look at security, financial liberty, right? So maybe things are looking good, or if they haven't yet, maybe you're about to enter into that era, right? After working hard and everything, like you've worked for it, so it's not like something that's just coming free. It's like something that you worked for, right? Okay, any other message? Ha ha ha, that's funny. Yeah, there is a bed. I didn't even. Yeah, that's true. There is a bed. I didn't even. I was paying more attention to the. Oh, that one just flew out. Oh, wow. Guess. Well, this one came out first, right? I think this came out in another reading I did. So again, success. It kind of coincides with this about success. All the air signs, right? And the crown chakra. So maybe you're being intuitively led towards that, right? Making new plans, new ideas. So maybe it's something that hasn't happened yet. Either you already did, or if it hasn't happened yet, it's something that's coming, right? Éxito, success, right? So, but here's the flip side to that, right? So maybe you have choices to make right now. So maybe if you are stuck, it's time to make a choice, you know? And the solar plexus often deals with standing in your truth. So maybe you already know the truth of something you need to do and you're just not taking action, right? Like, look at the Scorpio energy. So maybe it's about bringing a death, so to speak, right? To that thing that you're not letting go of so you can move forward and everything that's awaiting, right? Success, prosperity. So I think it's just about making the choice, right? Don't get caught up in illusions of the past, right? Look at all those choices and it's just like too many, right? Not picking one, right? And it says fantasia, which is fantasy, right? So maybe you're still hung up on things that, you know, that you don't need to be hung up on, right? The coulda, woulda, so to speak. Okay, so. Uh oh. What is that about? The coulda, wouldas. And that's a 7, and this is a 7. So that's interesting. What does that mean? Maybe the coulda, wouldas were a bunch of lies, right? Something. Hmm. And again, the solar plexus, right? So that's funny that it's too, something that's not, that you're not standing in your truth in. It's almost like you're lying to yourself about something, right? So it's almost like if someone did you dirty in a way, it's almost like you knew and you still let it happen, right? Look at enemy that makes himself pass for a friend. So there it is, a frenemy, right? Secrets, hidden secrets, all this stuff, traps, all that. So that's interesting, right? And then on the other side of that is celebration. So third eye, right? So I think it's all about being intuitively led towards what you know you got to do, and then success is waiting on the other end of that. Abundance, right? Pleasure, hospitality, success. Again, success keeps coming up, and celebration. Look at, that's Cancer, right? So maybe it's right around the corner for Cancer season, right? So I think overall this is a pretty good reading, good energy. I think there's just something that you have to figure out, something you have to let go of. Maybe it's still lurking, right? That energy, that frenemy energy is still there. Maybe that's yourself, right? You're a frenemy to yourself. Don't be your own worst enemy kind of thing, right? So I think on that note, like I said, this was my first live. I wanted to try it out. So in the future, when I do readings, if anyone wants me to pull a card for them or something. So on that note, I'll end it there. Thank you so much to everybody that tuned in, and I'll see you next time. Peace.